Hello, Reformers, and welcome back to Phantasy Calradia. Now, when we left off, we had just taken Cuba from the Bleeding Throat clan, I believe, and we were very surprised that we were able to do just that, because, of course, I was defeated by one of their vassals previously, and I was a little shaken by that, and my confidence in our mages was also. So, this time around, we are going to be hopefully being able to take out the Saranids from the game, maybe eliminate them altogether, who knows, but there is something I really want to accomplish in this particular episode, and that is to rescue a couple of our vassals. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, how could the undead vassals be taken prisoner by the likes of him? Emir Radun. He has currently taken Lord Vianessum prisoner, and he also has a necromancer in his prisoner hold as well. So what I was attempting to do was, because I saw that Lord Vianessum and one of our other vassals has been taken prisoner by the Saranids, I was walking towards Shariz, because I thought, well, where else are they going to place prisoners? Who knows? So I thought, well, let's go and check over there. But on the way, I was able to meet Emir Radun, and as you can see, he currently is heading in to Tarama Castle. So we will be heading towards there, and ooh, thank goodness that wasn't peace against the Saranids. That would have been very disappointing, although Lord Vianessum and Lord Arlsturg, which is currently our marshal, they are both prisoners here. They also have a couple of silver golems, necromancers, a stone golem, and some dark mages. So it would be wonderful, to say the least, to be able to pull this off. Now, of course, they do have Saranid units, so I'm hoping they're not going to have too much in the way of magic resistance. Now, here is my army. I did go around a few towns and villages to recruit a couple more units that we need for our various garrisons, namely Barry, Bardak, Durin Castle, and Cuba itself. And Cuba, I think, thankfully, has quite a few units there now, and is probably sufficient enough to be able to defeat, let's just say, a rather medium-sized force. Not incredible, because I think if an orc vassal decided that he wanted to take it, then it probably would be pretty easy for him, although we do have some mages still in the garrison there. So, without further ado, we are going to be heading in, and this is unfortunately going to be a siege tower. Now, as you could see from the engineering screen there, I was lucky enough to find Artimena, and of course, as you know him, Artimena is an engineer, so yes, it's very nice that we have 4 in engineering now, thanks to him, and this is where we are going to have a couple of issues, I think, perhaps. So, Emir Hamazan says, "Halt! I heard that you have defeated Emir Nuam, and ever since have been anxious to cross swords with you." Oh well, we will fight you to the end. He is outnumbering us, but as you know, we do have quite a few mages, not an overwhelming amount this time around. I decided to go with a couple more mummy high priests, and also some clerics from the Calradian unit pool. So, let us charge and see the layout of the battlefield. Oh, okay. Not too pleased with this, I must admit, and wow, that's not a good start either. Look at that. An undead breaks free from your control and hopefully gets killed immediately. Yes, thank you very much. Oh, it's a mummy high priest as well. Well, actually, no, it's just a mummy priest. But still, that's pretty bad. That's a pretty bad start. Oh no. Okay, well, let's get our infantry out here. Now, what actually happened when I was defeated by that orc vassal last time is the fact that, okay, well, maybe I don't have to worry, but yes. As I was saying, I was defeated, if you recall, by that orc vassal, and he took us prisoner, and unfortunately, due to that, ow, my shield is now gone. That is not too good. However, I am able to delay these fellows from charging our mages and so forth. But yes, as I was saying, and hopefully I'll be able to finish this sentence sometime this year, that might be wonderful, is that they stole my spellbook. So, unfortunately, I had to buy another one, but thankfully, due to the increased wages of Cuba in the last week, we were able to afford it rather easily, I must admit, and thankfully, that is something I have noticed over the course of me playing quite a few mods, is that in the first week of you actually capturing a stronghold or fief, you gain an increased amount of money for the first week only, and then it starts to decrease for some unknown reason. No idea why that is. But it might be due to, of course, the AI no longer having control of... Ow. Yes. no longer having control of their city slash town, and maybe they are better at taking care of it. That might be a reason for it. But there we are lucky enough to have pulled off a rather nice victory, I must admit. However, we did lose 2 units, a cleric and of course the mummy priest that defected. Not very pleasing to say the least. 19 renown and 37 morale was our reward there. And oh. Why does this always happen to me? Oh well, we are going to be charging these fellows, and I will cut away in the meantime. Okay, so there we are. I was able to take him out with a barrage of missile storms, so that is actually very impressive. I was not expecting Missile Storm to do that much damage, but there we are. Thank you very much. Good. And now Emir Hamazan is our prisoner. We will be taking him prisoner as we are an undead necromancer, or at least we are a human necromancer at the moment, and may soon be converted into the undead fold, perhaps. We'll never know just yet, but yes. Let us hope that we still have enough strength to be able to take on the forces in the nearby castle. That is all I can hope for. So we will be taking some of these, and I'm hoping for some food, because as you can see here, I do only have, yeah, very limited amounts of food, which is very unfortunate. And, whoa, that is a huge amount of level ups right there. Okay, well, we do have some very low level companions, so I can only assume that is the reason for that. And let's just see, Alethira, we are now going to hopefully be able to increase her strength again, and we'll get her some... Does she want to be a horse archer in the end? I think she might be, but at the moment we might just concentrate on her weapon master to get her archery proficiency up a little faster. That would probably be rather nice. Now Mateld has also leveled up. Wow, this could take some time actually. Okay, well, yep, more in strength, why not? Iron Flesh, and two-handed, one-handed, two-handed, one-handed, and some firearms. Now Frudak, my favorite companion. We are going to continue leveling his strength and make him into a complete barbarian beast, and level up his two-handed proficiency as well. Now, this is one of our new companions that I found at the nearby tavern in Barrier, or, no, actually, it was in the Obsidian Spire. Yes, I found the others in Barrier, I believe. So we will be increasing his intelligence and get some magic defense on him, and also we may as well get him some Iron Flesh to prevent him from getting taken out by enemy mages, you never know. And throwing will probably be increased as well. There we are. Now Moraga. She is a dwarf, apparently. So we found her in Barrier, I believe. And we will increase her strength and get her some more power strike too. So she is using one-handed at the moment, so we'll increase that. That will be fine. And now Friorin. We are going to be increasing your strength as well. Oh, it seems they have some rather mirrored stats here. As you can see, they do have pretty similar Iron Flesh and power throw skills, it seems. Not bad. And there we are. Okay, so now we can level up a couple of our dwarves, master dwarves, and oh, I actually leveled up as well. Okay, that's pretty nice, I must admit. So let's get another point in intelligence and finally be able to get 7 points in necromancy and 7 in magic power. And I think from now we'll probably level up our strength, try to get to 12 in strength so that we can get our Iron Flesh to 4. Or actually, I don't really need to do that. I only need to get 12 in strength, and then I can spec into other things, because I only need 51 HP to be able to summon shadows with our necromancy skill once it has gained to level 8 as well. So that's not too bad. Let's get some two-handed skill, because I cannot level up throwing anymore due to our weapon master being only level 1. And there we are. Okay, so that was rather nice. However, let's just take a look here. Yeah, it seems as though our forces are all rather healthy, so we should, in theory, be able to continue the siege, and as you can see by our necromancy, we have just raised 45 zombies from the remains of our enemies, so that is great. I must admit that is incredible, and I am very pleased with my choice of being a necromancer. That is very nice indeed. We are hopefully going to be able to use them to the fullest extent that they can be used in this next offensive push to take Terama Castle. Hopefully they won't turn on us within the first 2 seconds, that's all I can say. And let us hope that we are soon done with our 66 hour... Oh. Well, that is, I have to say, incredibly disappointing. Well, Yeah, there you are. The Delthasum Empire has made peace with the Saranids, and I suppose we did get a rather good deal in terms of territory and so forth, because of course we do own Dacuba, Durin Castle, Bardek Castle, and Barrii, and I think half of those we took from the Saranids, so I suppose that's not too bad. However, I am a little disappointed, of course, because I wanted to test out our 45 zombies which we have here, and they are obviously soon going to be leaving us because we are over capacity, so I'm hoping that I'll be able to get to Durin Castle and place them in the garrison there to hopefully mount a pretty sufficient defense, just in case it gets attacked by a Bleeding Throat clan vassal, who knows. So let's get over there as quickly as we can. There we are. Okay, good. So, as you can see here... wait a minute. 70. Is that good? Not really, but Bardek Castle I think has less, so let's just head over there. It is close to Sharwa Castle, which I am thinking of taking, because it is on the border between the Bleeding Throat clan territories and ourselves, so, it might be a possibility. 66. Okay, I think I'll probably place these in Barrii, because Barrii is the least by the looks of things. Yes, 64 only. Very, very disappointing indeed. Well, it will now have an incredible burst of defensive units right there. Of course, they are only zombies, so not the greatest. However, I can now recruit some Calradians, 10 Calradian militia, and place them in the garrison here anyway, so that's very nice as well. And who is this? Aha! Well, I'm not going to attempt to say his name, but he is a vassal of the Delthasum Empire. They seem to increase the amount of vassals that they have over time for some reason. Not too sure what's going on with that. Maybe I just haven't seen them before, but who knows. Okay, well, I think, considering we are no longer at war with the Saranids and they have no threat around here for Dacuba or Durin Castle, and the threat will be coming from Sharwa, and I suppose Bloody Cliff and Tolga, because that is where the Bleeding Throat clan is. So, let us make our way. Let us march to war against the Bleeding Throat clan once more. And only 121. Okay, this is going to be very easy pickings indeed. However, we do have to build yet another siege tower, so this might end up being an incredible mistake, because if an orc comes along and decides that he wants to take us on, and it appears that Lord Vianessum, the fellow that got taken prisoner multiple times, has been given the marshalship. Yes, I'm not mad. I'm not mad at all. Oh, and I am mad about that, though. I always forget to buy food in this for some reason. Not too sure why that is. I think it's because I'm thinking I'm a necromancer. My undead units do not need food or sustenance of any kind. But it appears that that is not going to be the case, of course. So, yeah, because I do obviously have some living units, but, I do need to sort that out after we have taken this, although 66 hours is a huge amount of time to have no food. So, we are hopefully going to be able to finish the construction soon before I lose all of my units. That is probably going to be a really good idea. Come on, game, help me out here. Oh no. I think it's going to be done on this day, I hope. Oh, yes, there we are. Okay, phew, we only lost one unit, and I'm hoping that I'll be able to get some food before we lose any more. So, let us lead our soldiers, and I don't think we really need to worry too much, because of course we do have rather sufficient amount of mages, and oh, yes, I haven't actually done a siege tower siege in quite a while, so I think you can probably tell what is going to be plaguing us right here, and that is of course moving the siege tower itself to the walls, and we will hopefully be able to survive long enough. And as I say that, of course, we do have a huge amount of master mages for some reason. Why do I have that many? Maybe they were just clumped up and one master mage was able to take them all out. It appears that is the case here. Well, I think considering we are most likely going to be taking this without even using the siege tower, I'm going to get in the action here and try to use a few missile storms. Maybe level up our throwing skill a little bit, and maybe not. Yeah, it seems it went all the way over the battlements and really didn't do too much, which is quite unfortunate, I must admit. However, it does appear that our Calradian marksmen are actually doing a pretty decent job as well, so yeah, I'm very pleased with that, because I thought to myself, should I take crossbowmen, considering we have mages? And I thought, well, maybe if some infantry or cavalry get into our back lines, then the Calradian marksmen can act as bodyguards for the mages. That seems like a pretty good idea. And here are the Arquebus Master Dwarves. They seem to be doing a reasonable job. However, they have not killed anything so far, which is a little unfortunate. And we do have 3 enemies remaining, so I'm hoping that we'll be able to take them out before the siege tower advances, because is it even moving? I don't even know whether it's moving. No, it appears that it is not, because I have obviously made an error with the forces here. I think I'll move our infantry back, because we don't really need them at the front there to defend our mages anymore. So, yes, there we are. Okay, so that is hopefully going to be rather good. We will tell them to follow me now. And, oh, I think there is only 1 enemy remaining. Where is he, though? He is up there somewhere, and, oh, it appears a Calradian marksman was able to take him out. That was a rather nice snipe, I must admit. So there we are. 7 renown, 29 morale. Very easy indeed. And, thankfully, we are now able to gain a silver golem. And this gives me a chance to take a look at his stats as well. I'm having a rather strong feeling that he is going to have 10 in magic defense. So, yeah, we'll see, won't we, in just a moment. So let's take all this. Maybe they have some food? No. Oh well. A little unfortunate, but what are you going to do? I am the one that forgot about buying food, at least. We are going to request that this be awarded to us yet again. We are going to move a little bit, get 30 zombies, so that we can place those in here. And why can I not do that just yet? Oh. Yeah, my bad. I actually was looking at the talk option rather than the give option. Yes. Very derpy indeed. Okay, so mountain bandits right there, and some others. Very nice indeed. And I think that will be fine, because we have... Oh, seems average morale. Not entirely sure where that Master Dwarf left us, but oh well. Okay, that should be fine for now. 38, that is pretty pathetic, isn't it? Well, never mind. We are going to be talking to the Silver Golem, and whoa, he's huge. Okay, so... Wow. Okay. So, we need more of these. Note to self, get more of these. Okay, so, I don't even know what to say. Look at these weapon proficiencies. 500 in everything apart from firearms. Oh no. Okay, that is just incredible. 8 in Iron Flesh, 9 in Power Strike, 10 in Magic Defense as I thought. And then, of course, a few other things elsewhere. 17 in Strength, 25 Agility, 18 Intelligence, and 20 Charisma, 68 HP. And look at that experience level that you need. Wow, okay. Well, I'm very glad to gain this fellow. That is why I was wanting to attack the Tarama Castle area, because I wanted to, of course, rescue those... Were they iron golems or something? Yeah, I'm terrible with names, but yes, I'm hoping that maybe we will start war against the Saranids soon again, and then we'll be able to gain those golems from the prisoner hold, although maybe they release them back into our custody, because, of course, when you make peace, that faction that you make peace with is required to give you your prisoners back. So maybe that is the case. Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. Who knows? So, let us head to Amarad. And we will be... Yes, I think this is partly the reason why I'm having issues here, because it appears that mostly every town has a real shortage of food. And, yeah, I have quite the issue in traveling very far distances, and then eventually, obviously, finding and not even being able to buy the bread, even when I've specially traveled there. Yes, wonderful. Okay, well, I think seeing as I'm probably going to need to run around a little bit and see what I can do with getting more food, I will hopefully be able to do just that. Now, I can only say that... Let's hope. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, as you can see, this is my problem. This is what I'm having problems with, so I have no idea where to go. I mean, I suppose the Obsidian Spire would probably have the most, because I own Dacuba and Barry, so it's probably not a good idea to go there. Oh, actually, I don't own Amarad, so not too sure why it has a shortage there either. Maybe because it's being besieged a lot? Might be the reason. Okay, this is much better. Okay, thank you very much. Good. Okay. Oh, okay, so this is something that one of you stated in the comments is rather fun. Now, this is a spell that may turn your enemies into allies. So I think what I'm going to be doing is buying this, considering it is only 3,600 dinars. Now, of course, that is rather considerable in the grand scheme of things, but seeing as I am gaining 4,000 per week anyway, I think it is a rather worthwhile investment. So, we will now head into the camp and copy a scroll to the spellbook. Charm person. Oh yes, there we are. Okay, that is great. So, I think what we will be doing now is ending this episode off here, and next time on Phantasy Calradia, we will hopefully be taking the fight to, oh my goodness, the ever-expanding orc forces, and they have just taken Ikemur from the Kurgit Khanate. So, we definitely need to get over there as quickly as possible, and maybe take Bloody Cliff from them. Let us just hope that it is a ladder castle and not a siege tower, because we seem to have quite a few issues with that. Takes quite a while to build, but never mind. Hopefully it will level up rather soon, considering Artie Mena is getting some pretty nice experience. So, there we are. I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.